Hello and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. In the last episode, we came up with our decisive piece of evidence, which is the cell phone of the victim. Unfortunately, that means that we've looped all the way back to Rhoda as our prime suspect. So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Where did you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room in Ms. Tenero's locker. What? But Rhoda Tenero, I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Ms. Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Ms. Rhoda Tenero right away. Wait, I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the keycard. When the killer went to steal the keycard, they conveniently stashed a cell phone in Ms. Tenero's locker at the same time. Objection! This is related to the keycard, all right, in the same way that we had zero proof that the killer did just that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That is the one bird we cannot ignore. What should I do? Francisca's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright then, why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? It must have something very incriminating on or in it.
Hold it!
What now, Miles Edgeworth?
It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone.
What?
Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail.
Alright, evidence, here we come. Maybe. Let's see here. Do I remember how to work this? It looks like we've got like a camera here. Look at that.
Ah, it's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of smuggling? Francisca, I need you to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures?
Oh, you don't know, do you? Are you bad at technology?
Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir.
Sorry, it's really funny to me. It just fits so well. This looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine can take photos just fine.
Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for a smuggling case. If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for our killer smuggler. But the phone's all busted up, sir.
Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone.
I'll find a way, don't you worry about that.
May I go back to sleep now?
Objection!
The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data. What?
What do you mean by that, Francisca?
It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. His phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. Oh, I didn't even think about that actually. It's possible that the photos are still there inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone. So Cammy doesn't know how phones work either. Like, what year is this supposed to be? I feel like it's early 2000s. I don't know. Anyway,
Francisca, your phone, if you please.
Very well. It's transferring. All right, displaying it now.
This is...
Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case.
Hey, the Alfred's nowhere in this pic, sir.
But this has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right?
Well, she's right. There's not much we can find out from this about Agent Hicks's killer, sir.
Is this it?
Is this the end?
Is there really nothing in this photo that we can use? Well, let's see here. We know that the statue has been is missing, but let's look at that anyway.
The guardrail. It looks. Oh, I wasn't pointing at the right thing. The guardrail. It looks exactly the same as it does now.
That rail is entirely too low. I even almost fell to my death. However, I was saved in a miracle-like manner. Perhaps that is what to run away from death by the skin of one's gum means. Ooh.
Try to narrowly escape death by the skin of one's teeth, Shakespeare.
Actually, that's not much better, is it, if you think about it? Like, the skin of your gum versus the skin of your teeth. Both are kind of gross and non-existent.
Now then, there must be something in this photo.
Okay, so we're just looking for something without presenting. Let's see here.
What's all this?
Oh, they're a cargo ship from Virginia to Zhangfa.
So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zhangfa. Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there is no English written on them anywhere.
One cluster of boxes is written in Virginian. It says whatever that says. And it's cloth in English.
Cloth? Could it be? Is this where the killer...
What? What is for that scary face?
Ms. Meal.
Yes?
It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is.
Huh. Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth.
The Virginian cargo and this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer.
Let's see here. Let's go... Where am I? Oh, there we go. Is there anything here? It was loaded on board during the refueling between 4 and 5 a.m. at the transfer point. Wanted to look at it because it's the only cargo-related thing we have. Alright. So we have a thing that says Zhangfa in the back, and then a thing that says bed sheets in English. Wait. Supposedly nothing is... What? Hang on. Yeah, let's hold on to that. No. I think all of these have been used. Oh, this was used too because Hammy faked it. Okay. Statue and... It has something to do with the bed sheets, doesn't it? Because it's so conspicuous in the corner there, and in the evidence. I'm honestly not sure why, but let's try it. We have like 75% HP. Oops. Sorry.
Take that!
Did I point? I don't think I was pointing at the right place, was I? Oh shoot. Would you care to fill me in on what you're trying to prove with that?
It's quite simple. It shows that I will be representing my evidence.
Oh yeah, I messed up. I'm not laughing.
It wasn't meant to be a laughing matter.
Okay, maybe not. Oh, okay, so I'm not specifically pointing at anything, which means this should be even easier. Why is this hard for me? Gosh. It has been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've played this, and that's totally my fault. I really need to keep these LPs going. Why is this so hard? What's going on here? Is there anything else to look at? It's a broken screen. Okay. And then, is that it? I think that's it. And the camera, which we already looked at. Right. Oh no. That is not it. The cloth, is it? I mean, I'm thinking of it because they literally just said the word cloth, and that's all I can think of right now. Oh, this is so sad. Right.
Take that.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I was right. Oh my gosh, that was right. Shoot. Oh, I thought Cammy was saying her, like, bored, hey, you're wrong speech again. Okay.
The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe out the blood they had spilt. But there was one thing that bothered me the entire time. Where did it come from? And now I have finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zhangfa had cloth written on it. In Borginian, that is. This is where the killer grabbed the piece from which to clean up the blood with? Is that right? Correct grammar? I don't know. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Borginian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Camille.
Huh, that's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Virginian.
Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature.
What?
There was no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Virginian, well then... Logically, the killer would have opened this box first.
Bed sheets, here we go. Okay. Because it's in English.
Hey, it says bed sheets in English right on the box, sir. Precisely, and bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say?
What are you trying to say?
That if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I would have spotted first.
However, the killer chose to use some Borginian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that?
The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold. So they were afraid to leave signs that the box for the sheets had been opened. However, the Borginian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color.
Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zhangfa?
That's right. That is why the Borginian cloth was used. And the only Borginian reader on board who can make such a calculated decision is you, Camille. You and you alone.
Oh, Mr. iFly is her shield. That's cute.
It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes are resealed. All we would have to do is contact the Zhangfa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within these boxes. So what do you say, Miss Beale? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Zhangfa?
Is this gonna be her freak out moment? I hope so. Oh, here it is! Yes! Oh, these are always so good. What is smacking her though? Where's this coming from? Are the bubbles slapping her in the face? This is rather violent, actually. He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. I... And we are back in the lounge.
We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Very good, Detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that? We're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. It was scary, sir. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much.
It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation.
But truly, if it wasn't for you, I may not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as their flight attendant, a professional flight attendant. I hope that, well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation.
That's...
Give it to Gumshoe. I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it.
No, I mean, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, we here at iFly Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go. Kind of a nice line. Like that. Hey, Rhoda is finally innocent. Poor woman.
I can't believe we wound up investigating the whole day, sir, but boy was it fun. Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Francisca? Oh, she's filling out some customs paperwork for her departure. Departure? Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Detective. Can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier? You got it, sir. Francisca.
I thought I told you when you first landed, I have no time for idle chatter.
I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met.
I also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Reminiscences? I think that's how you say it. Just who do you think I am?
You're Francisca Von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect.
Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. A dancing parrot living her life on the name and fame her invincible father built.
True. Your father, Manfred Von Karma, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible.
What are you talking about? She should know. He got arrested. The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time was only one sliver of the big picture.
Sounds like a dangerous assignment.
You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself.
Yes, I suppose you can.
Plus, there's another agent on this case with me.
Oh? Another agent?
He's a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows, you may even run into him one day.
I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths.
I suppose. But I doubt he would say the same.
I'm not following you.
You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back in full.
And just like that, she's gone, huh, sir? Thank goodness. I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for her whip. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all of your help and cooperation. Oh, it was nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. Oh. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight.
I think, I might be wrong, but I think salt is actually cheaper than instant noodles, like if you waited to. Poor Gumshoe.
Because how much did you cut his salary by, Franziska?
You know, Edward did most of the cutting at first.
Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in a patrol car if you want. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Franziska von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Edward speaking. Ah, finally! I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. And you are... Ah, have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? Mr. Amano? Ernest Amano, correct? Ah, so you do remember me. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son, he's been kidnapped.
The end. So that's the end of episode 2, our murder case on the airplane, and we are headed straight for episode 3, the kidnap turnabout. It's kind of interesting that someone would ask Miles for help with the kidnapping because he's a prosecutor and not a police investigator, but we'll let that go for now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this episode, please give it a like, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!